Yesterday, the world lost Dolly Parton. And while millions of people are remembering her music, her movies, and that unmistakable laugh of hers, I'm remembering her for something completely different. Dolly is one of the reasons why I live by these words and created this quote: "Be the light in someone's darkness." And tonight, I want to tell you why. Yesterday, Dolly Parton passed away at age 80. And I took the time to think about what I wanted to say, because I didn't want it to be simple and make another tribute. There are other people who can do that a lot better than I can do. I want to tell you about the Dolly Parton who shaped something that became part of Warrior Angels. If you've been here for any length of time, you've heard me say, "Be the light in someone's darkness." Those aren't just words I put at the end of a video or post. There's something I truly try to live by each and every day. And Dolly was one of those people who taught me what those words actually mean. Dolly became extremely successful. And like most successful people, she could have just sat on her laurels, raked in the money, and just continued to make movies and music. But that's not what she did. She grew up dirt poor in the Appalachian Mountains of Tennessee. She started Imaginary Library to give the children in her community of Pigeon Forge books. And then it blossomed into a worldwide literacy program. Every month, children from around the world get a book if they sign up, when they sign up for this program. And that's amazing. And she did it because her own father couldn't read or write. She's also supported education, healthcare, disaster relief, and communities who needed her help or needed help. She donated money. Get this. She donated money when COVID hit to come up with the Moderna vaccination. Now, that doesn't speak to her politics. She never said which aisle, or even if she was on an aisle that she was part of. She just saw a need and knew, I have the power, meaning name recognition. I have the money. And so I'm going to help. That's what Dolly stood for. She never stood for the 1%ers. She stood for the people that she knew. She felt like she was still one of them. And she never forgot her community. She never forgot that there are still people out there that are less fortunate than she was. Her parents taught her that if you have a opportunity to be kind to someone, to offer them a hand up, then you should take it. No matter how poor or rich you are. There's always someone in need. And that is something that has always been a part of who I am, even when I was a child. I can remember when we were living in the mountains in Tuolumne County. There was a family that my dad knew that they had hit on rough times through no fault of their own, and Christmas was coming. And my dad never said anything to us girls. So me and my sister went through our closet and we got rid of all of our books that we weren't reading anymore, all of our toys that we weren't playing with, and our clothes. And we put them in boxes and we handed them to my dad. And my dad was like, "What's this?" And we said, "We don't need these anymore. We don't play with them. We're not wearing them. We're not reading these books anymore." That was the beginning of my be the light in someone's darkness, and I didn't even know that. I think I was 11 or 12, but I knew there were children that I don't even think we had ever met these children. There were children that were not going to have a Christmas. They were not going to have something under the tree. So to me, being the light in someone's darkness doesn't have to be this enormous thing. You don't have to go out and buy someone an expensive present. You don't have to go all big and because basically you're doing that for yourself. You're not doing that for someone else. 10 minutes, 5 minutes out of your schedule to sit down and have a conversation with someone. The homeless man or woman at the corner that you pass by every single day and don't even look at them because you think they're a bum. You think they're on drugs. You think they have an alcohol problem. And that may be true, but they still matter. The next door neighbor that you don't speak to, but you see them struggling. It's telling someone that they are convinced that they don't matter. They don't belong. And telling them, "I see you." It's giving someone a car ride that you know needs to get somewhere. It's letting someone over in your lane that's waiting at the shopping center to get back onto the road. It's those kind little gestures. It's trying not to have road rage, which I did today. And then I laughed about it because in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to make me late, because if I'm late, I'm already late. The drivers in front of me doing what they're going to do isn't going to make me later, because I'm already late. It's not going to affect my whole entire day. So why am I getting mad at something I can't control? You may never know the end result of that small little act of kindness. You may never get to see it. And that's okay. Because that's not being kind, being the light in someone's darkness. Never, hear me, never carries a receipt. And if you're looking for that, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You should be doing an act of kindness because it's the right thing to do. It shouldn't be because you're looking for applause or some kind of recognition. That help a random hello to a random stranger, that extra $2 that you leave for a tip may have turned on lights or kept the lights on in that single mama's or single daddy's or struggling family's household. You don't know. Might have even put gas in their tank so they can come back to work the next day. You don't know because you won't see it. But they know that maybe that extra $2 just put them over that little hump. You don't know. And that's what eventually became part of Warrior Angels. The heart of Warrior Angels is be kind, be the light in someone's darkness. Because you never know what someone is going through. And you might save their life. You might. When I say be the light in someone's darkness, I'm not asking for you guys to change the world. I'm asking for you to notice the person in front of you or beside you or behind you. Notice the people around you in your community. And I don't want to hear, but I'm busy. Y'all, we're all busy. We're all busy. Dolly was busy writing, singing, performing, making movies, running Dollywood, but yet she still found time to give back, to be there when her community, when the world needed her. It doesn't take a lot, guys. Just a few moments out of your day to brighten someone else's day. And there's something else about Dolly that I absolutely love. It kind of tickles me and I laugh at it. Dolly didn't have to shrink herself to be kind. She was unapologetically Dolly. Her big hair, her faith, her sass, her heart. She didn't care what anybody thought about her or what she was doing. She was still gonna be Dolly. And that's the other part of Warrior Angels. I want us to be unapologetically ourselves. Be weird. Be funny. Be bold. Step out of the little box that society, our friends, our family have decided that we need to be in. That's including our husbands, our boyfriends, our wives, our girlfriends. They're not us. Tonight, like yesterday, there's going to be millions of people grieving Dolly. My heart goes out to, first and foremost, her family, then her friends, and then to the legions of fans, myself included. But one way we can honor Dolly is to be more like Dolly. Let's stop this divide that not only this country has created, but the world. Let's see beyond color, beyond sexual orientation, beyond socioeconomics. Because kindness, being the light in someone's darkness, isn't political, isn't religious, doesn't care who you love or how you love. Doesn't matter if you live in a mansion on the hill or in a big white house in DC. I'm just saying. Every one of us on this floating rock deserves to be kind, deserves kindness, deserves love, deserves seen, to be heard, to be respected. And that is all any of us want. And I think that's how we honor the remarkable woman that Dolly was. Dolly is. And if we do that, Dolly never dies. Her memory and her legacy will live on through us. So tonight, we love you, Dolly. We will always love you, Dolly. And for the rest of us, continue to be the light in someone's darkness. Be the light in someone's darkness.